We return to the forest just outside the prison. Our illustrious squadron has snuck out, made their way a few 100 miles or 100 meters away from the prison walls and taken shelter underneath some foliage provided by Rose. They awaken several hours later, feeling well rested and ready to continue their escape. You're a few 100 meters away, like you're pretty far out there. I would even say you're approaching a kilometer.
Whoa.
So you're several 100 meters away, hiding. You rest up and then get ready to depart and go about the rest of your adventure.
Alright. Guys, we need food and money.
I thought we were going to, don't you have plans that you want to revenge someone?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we could head to my home of the Chillwind Peaks, I have some unfinished business there if we want to start heading there. That's where I was gonna go. I don't know about you two.
Oh yeah, we can... Yeah, I mean, we should probably stick together.
Seems like a good idea.
We do have one crossbow bolt, so I could craft it, so
But I think you're planning a bit ahead. Like, what do you wanna... Like, we can head that way, but like, what do you want to do about our current situation?
Well, yeah, we'll obviously... We'll head to the Chillwind Peaks, but we'll fuck shit up on the way.
Yeah, alright. Should we find a town? Rose, do you know this area much?
Yes, I will be able to assist you for a bit, but I'm afraid I shan't be able to accompany you all the way to the Chillwind Peaks. You must understand that is no place for a delicate flower like myself.
Who are you again?
That's Rose.
Why, I never. This is why I don't choose to help no one no much. They always be forgetting your name.
I glare menacingly.
And now she has a southern accent, so that's the thing that kind of fucks with it.
I glare menacingly at her, with like one eyebrow furrowed and raised, and just like shake my head and look onward.
I'd say he's bomb.
Well, I do say, now that I'm more rested, I am feeling more well-equipped to take on the world. My voice may have changed slightly, but it's only because I flourish outdoors, you see. My language is similar to my flowers. They grow and blossom and become more beautiful and ornate as the summer light hits me and stokes up these chloroplasts.
So what you're saying is you turn into a better person when you get the D. The vitamin D.
Why, I don't know much about vitamins and the such. I'm just a simple southern lass who loves to get back to the grass.
You're on the grass, all right.
Why, I do believe I am.
That's sassy grass, that's devil's grass.
So, Rose, thanks very much for the cover overnight, by the way.
Not a problem, dear Lamy.
Do you know this area at all, or can you point us in the direction of the, what's your home, say?
Chillwind Peaks.
Can you point us in that direction? Do you know of any towns close by, though? We need to get something.
Why, of course. Chillwind Peak is due northeast. There's a road just over yonder that you can take. It'll bring you to a small village. You'll be able to gather supplies, maybe find some intern work or something to make some quick coin to fund your voyage. But I'm afraid I must be departing as I'm heading due south. I have a people I must tend to in a forest I need to protect.
Wait, what?
For your help.
A forest you need to protect? What are you, a sprite?
Yes, I do. I am a knight of the forest. I am the entiest events. I am a true plant and a believer in this soil that sits underneath our feet. We need to protect every living being that should choose to plant inside of that and stand its ground.
Man.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad we're distancing ourselves from you. You're a whole bag of something else there, sweetheart.
Yep.
Why, yes. Some people have said I'm insidious, but I am just about very much into seeds and such.
Oh, you're in something, all right.
So I shall be seeing you. And Rose kind of saunters away into the forest. Her foliage kind of swaying as she moves further and further into the deeper, thicker woods towards, the place that she is from.
I do a full body shiver and exclaim how much that rod creeped me out.
Ah, I never did like that plant, lass. Always so fancy with the talkings and such. You hear Bragg say from from still underneath Limey.
No, we didn't sleep like this.
You guys didn't disrobe? You're still on his shoulders?
We got off each other's shoulders. We definitely didn't sleep like this.
He looks up at you. He's like, "Oh, I thought we."
I thought this was our thing.
Thing again. And he puts you down.
I mean, it was great last night. That was a hell of a dick punch.
Oh yeah, me taking out the guard was. So
I'm envisioning the trench coat and he's weeble wobbling, just super top heavy, you know what I mean? He's got a trench coat and a stupid fedora hat and he's just fucking can't balance. He slept like that. Fuck. Sorry, I'm laughing at that right now. I'm just thinking about that around a campfire. All you see is a dragon-looking guy, a regular-looking dwarf, and then some retard or some crazy-looking guy in a fucking trench coat.
Dude.
I am now a new person. Brimy.
Brimy. I have achieved my true form, my final form.
Brimy get balls.
Oh my god.
You have not.
Okay.
He just sticks like a marshmallow into the stomach part of the trench coat to feed him. You know what I mean? Pulls it out, shaking it like something bit him.
So, Bragg, now without Limey on his shoulders, starts heading off towards the town. He's like, "Come on, we're burning daylight there. Don't want these prisoners to be catching up with us."
Okay, let's go.
I do hate walking. He's got these stubby little legs. Makes for quite an adventure.
Well, do you want me to throw you?
All the way? What?
I don't need you to throw me, Dragonborn.
I can throw you far if you want. I'm pretty strong, bro.
50 pounds off me. And he kind of like swaggers back and forth with he's old too, so he's got a little hitch in his walk, but he's kind of like one of those spry old guys. And he's tiny, so he's just kind of hopping, and his legs are a little cramped from supporting Limey for so long. He's adjusting to walking without someone on his shoulders.
He jumps super high.
So yeah, you guys walk, and he's heading towards the town. Are you guys following him?
Might as well, if he's going the way we have to go.
Alright. So you guys go with Bragg, you walk, you see there's a bit of nature here and there. You see random birds and a few rabbits hopping around. The path is kind of like dirt, and it's almost just like a worn down path through the forest. There's nothing super fancy.
Is there a rock nearby?
Yeah, you give me a perception check to see if you
I just want a rock.
Give me a nature check.
I just want a rock big enough to fit in my hand. I can't to fucking throw and hum at something. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
Yeah, I know I have a sword, but
just see what you get.
18.
18.
I can't believe I wasted an 18 on that.
You see as you're walking down the path, after about 10 minutes of walking, you see like a really nice rock just kind of off the path a little bit in the tall grass. And it's like basically a baseball-sized rock.
Is it like perfectly spherical?
It's like pretty spherical, but like maybe a little like oblong and like kind of lopsided. But not like severely.
Like a skipping rock.
It's just like a bit of an ovalish.
Does it have depth to it? Is it like 3D or is it like flat?
It's like a sphere. It's like a sphere.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna.
So it's basically a baseball that's like just not perfectly round.
Well, all I wanted was like a little stone that I could throw at a rabbit so we could get something to eat. But okay, cool. So I'm gonna take that baseball rock and I guess keep it because that seems
like
pretty cool.
A fastball, not like a softball.
Could this be of? Can I do like an insight check to see if this might be? Because like, does it seem like it might be of something of importance? This rock.
It just seems like a regular rock.
Seems like a regular rock. There's nothing special about it. I can throw it at something and it's not gonna.
It feels it's pretty it's gray, and it's just like an average rock. But it's
Sedimentary,
like,
igneous, or metamorphic. Is it sedimentary, igneous, or metamorphic?
give me a history check.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Can I get one? Can I get the dwarf to do that?
Intelligence.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2, so I'm not gonna be able to know. It's just a rock.
You don't even know what those words are. You don't even know how you would be able to tell. That's just something you've heard once, maybe, being mentioned towards rocks, but you do not know like how to discern.
Okay, so I look over and I look over at my dwarf friend, and I say, "What's your name again, Mike? I forget what your character's name is."
Cramrock.
Cramrock, that's right. Hey, Cramrock, is there anything special about this rocks?
Do you want to roll perception?
Roll like an intelligence.
He gets advantage too, right? Because he's a dwarf on like ground rock checks.
Yeah.
Roll twice. Take the better of the two.
I got a 17 and a 19.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So you look at this rock, and you can tell this is definitely some sediment rock. It's got like a bit of like layering to it. It's not like perfectly smooth. It's a little jagged and rough, but it's pretty like rounded.
It's a rock through and through. It's not like an egg.
Yeah, it's not like an egg. It's just like a bumpy. It's kind of egg shaped.
It's kind of egg shaped, but it's a rock.
But it's a rock.
Yeah, but it's a rock.
It's not a dragon egg. It's a rock.
No,
it is just a rock.
Okay, cool. So I take said rock and I throw it at the fucking closest rabbit for food.
Give me a nature check, and you can just
that's
as you're walking.
That's a strength check, isn't it?
No, because you have to see it.
Oh,
first.
okay. 17.
17. Okay, perfect. You walk for like another 15 minutes, and you hear some rustling in a bush nearby, and you kind of hear something moving like beside you guys, like in the bushes.
Is it gonna step out?
Give me a perception check.
I take a ready action and wait for it to step out of the bushes.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do a perception check? You hear the rustling kind of like...
Yeah, I want to make a perception check of the nearby environment.
Not 20.
I can find a stick. I rolled a 19. Yeah.
It sounds small.
Rolled a dirty 20, so it's
you can all tell it sounds small.
Okay, so I am as a forest gnome. I can communicate with simple ideas to smaller beasts. So I want to communicate food here.
Okay. Is there?
No, it's just something I can do.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. No. You hear a little. It stops, like kind of moving beside you, and kind of shuffles.
I'm like, I have my hand outstretched and like cupping like
perfect.
a food gesture, and so it's like.
And about 5 meters away, you see like a little rustling as the branches part of the shrubbery below, and a jackrabbit about 3 feet long.
Jackalope. It's not a jackrabbit, it's a jackalope.
I fucking hum the
It's
rock
not
at
a
it.
jackalope.
I fucking hum the
And
rock
it
at
hops
it.
out.
With murderous
And
intent, I throw the rock at it and I roll a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna hit and probably kill that. You were aiming for where were you aiming?
Where do you think I was aiming? Its skull.
Right for the skull. Okay, yeah, you clap that rabbit. The rock goes flying through the air. The rabbit's still looking for the food. It's totally like thinking there's food that way. So it like even turned and looked at the rock being thrown at it. And right before the rock made impact, there was a record scratch. And the rabbit started narrating and said, "You probably wondered how I got here. Well, it's a long story." And then boom, the rock hit him and his skull exploded.
Dope. I go pick up the rock and I go pick up the rabbit carcass. After I pick up the rabbit carcass, I look at the boys and I say, "Lunch!"
Nice.
I want to do a perception check for, like a, pretty much like a spear handle size tree branch.
Yeah, give me a perception
14.
check on that.
13.
14? You see like a really nice branch, but it's kind of like overhanging, you guys. It's about like 8 feet up.
Yeah,
But it would be
I'm gonna climb the tree and
absolutely
hack it off with a
perfect.
sword. I'm gonna climb the tree and hack it off with a sword.
There's no like lower branches. Like you can't reach this. It's above
I'm
you,
gonna
there's no
climb the
branches.
tree and I'm gonna hack it off with a sword.
So you're gonna try to like shimmy up the tree and hack it?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna need a dex roll to try to climb the tree.
I got an 18.
Okay, so you're gonna shimmy up and get all the way up to the tree, and you got your sword, and you're gonna turn and try to hit the tree branch. So you're gonna need to roll twice because this is a disadvantage because you're doing it while still holding onto this tree.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in the process of dealing with a deal too with people.
Hey man. So
A
just
16 and a 10.
okay. So that's gonna be the 10, and
I got plus 3 for deck, so it's technically a 13.
yeah, the tree branch is gonna stay strong. It's pretty solid though. It's like a nice branch, but it's pretty solid. And as you do that, you feel yourself like starting to slip from like down the tree.
I'll go catch him.
Torek, as you walk over, you notice that this tree branch is well within your grasp. That he's like sliding down from.
I grab him.
Because you're so tall.
I'm so tall. Yeah, I grab him and bring him back down easily. Tap him on the head and go there.
Actually, is Mike gonna contest that?
No, I'll accept that.
Okay.
I'll accept that while like rolling my eyes with fuck you.
Perfect flavor. All right. So yeah, you do that, and then the tree branch is
I'll pour
like
it
within
hack,
reach.
like to break the branch off.
You want me to break the branch for you?
Yeah, break the branch off.
I can do that. That's easy. I'm an 8-foot tall dragonborn who's super strong.
All right. So you're gonna be swinging.
18
swinging
plus
on
4.
This tree branch.
18 plus 4 is 22. That branch is
22,
mine now.
yeah.
What do I do?
You hit it. Snap. Branch snaps off. Nice clean cut.
I
and
hand
the
it to
tree branch
Cram.
drops off.
I hand it to Cramrock like the guy at the Dickie D handing over an ice cream cone to a 5-year-old.
You fucking fool. Now I just picture the Turkish ice cream guy fucking with the cone.
What'd you say?
Like twirls the stick and shit.
Oh my god.
It just started in a hand, then you like move it out of the way, like kind of like fucking with the kid.
Oh my
Have you
god.
seen those ice cream videos? Of, like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love them.
Ice cream people on the Asian.
I wonder if I could use one
No.
without getting a copyright and just put it like in the video.
You totally
So-
could. That has to be the thumbnail for it.
I don't want to get
I'll put that as a
copyrighted.
thumbnail. No, just put it as a thumbnail. That won't be.
Oh, true.
Yeah, just put it as the thumbnail.
I could Photoshop like a dude holding a tree, like doing that, but with like a tree branch.
Yeah, he's
Make it
holding out a
like-
tree branch. He's riding a dickey or something.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
I'm gonna take the branch and chop the spear handle length off, and then use the rest to start a fire for the rabbit. The jackal, whatever the fuck it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's tight. Give me a survival check, because you're gonna have to start it by rubbing 2 sticks together, because you guys don't have.
Can I help him using control flames cantrip?
Oh, yeah. So you'll have advantage on this fire check, Mike.
16.
A 15?
16.
16? Did you roll twice?
Give me a second.
But you might get a nat
I got
20
a
and your
16.
fire will be dope.
16. Okay.
16.
Yeah.
16.
You get a pretty good fire going. It's not roaring, but it should be enough to like cook the rabbit in like 10 to 15 minutes.
So
I wanna
Continuously
take the
cast.
rabbit and take a little bit of his hide to use for rope to make a spear.
I was gonna totally give whoever the hide wanted the hide. I have no use for the hide. All I want is a foot.
Oh.
Using every
All
part
I
of the
want
rabbit.
is I want a foot, and I just need like a bit of a hide to make like strap, like whatever.
Alright.
Yeah, I just want a foot. He can have the hide in the other foot.
Limey, it's got 3 feet. It's got 2 more feet. Foot.
Oh, well, if we're starting a club, if everybody gets
And Greg's there too. Everybody takes one.
Oh yeah, brag. Brag. Everyone gets a foot.
everybody gets a foot.
Everybody gets a foot. Cool.
Ah.
The rabbit who wasn't so lucky.
Yes, we camera. Oh yes, we're much luckier than this little bugger. Oh. So we're only
Try to
about
hide out over the fire. Like
we're only
finish and
about-
dry it on fire.
Okay, tight.
Can I?
Cramrock tells you guys we're only about a 20-minute walk from the village, I believe. I've been in these parts for a minute.
So you mean brag, bud? I'm
Yeah,
Right.
Cramrock. Yeah.
talking on
Oh
my.
fuck.
So if we're not too far from a village, can I go take a look around for like a farm or something? Because if
Yeah,
we're on the
you
outskirts
can,
of a village, I'm gonna go wander off for
you're-
like a little bit. I'm gonna go look for a farm, and don't do anything with the rabbit until I get back.
I'm gonna cut part of the hide up to make almost like a sheath for the side of my pants for the sword, and use some of the leather, whatever I'm gonna call it, leather straps
Okay.
I made to fasten the shib to the end of the stick like a spear.
All right.
If you guys want to
do that.
gut and clean the rabbit while I'm gone, that'd be great. I'm gonna go look for
Um,
vegetables to make a stew.
Mike's.
I got a 19.
Cramrock's gonna do that. Limey, what are you gonna do?
Can you clean the rabbit?
Do it because I was told to, but I'm going to clean the rabbit and cook it up.
Can you clean the rabbit? I just want to make a rabbit stew.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You're gonna make the rabbit stew?
I'm gonna make a survival check on that.
Yeah, you give me a survival check.
Rolled 5.
Oh yeah, you butcher the
Pretty
fucking
sure
rabbit.
rabbit stew.
You're just like hacking.
Oh, it's great. It's great for stew.
You're getting like a few
rabbit
bones
meat,
in the mix and shit.
That's
Can
okay.
I get? I want the heart. Can I get the heart and like the organs and shit?
Yeah, you definitely want those.
You can get the heart out, but you mashed most of the organs up just trying to like cut her open and shit. You did a horrible job of it.
Alright, I'll take the heart.
You eat it raw?
No, I'm not eating it. I'm gonna go fucking. Oh wait, no, I was gonna set a trap, but we're pretty close to fucking town. We don't need any more.
Eat it raw.
No, fuck that.
It's raw. So
You eat it. Here you go, Brad. You'll eat it.
Cram raw.
it's good
Get
for
it
you.
right. Like,
Oh, no, I'm talking to Bragg. I know who I'm talking to.
Cramrock, do you want the heart or should I have it?
I want to steal it from his hand, hold it above my mouth, blink it a couple times, and swallow it.
Okay.
Oh, you sick bastard!
I like my
Between
food
this
cooked.
and eating the goblin eye, I'm thinking you might be into some weird cannibal type shit.
It's not
Yeah, I have
cannibalistic.
I've already taken my devotion into Broken. I can do as much fucked up shit as I want. As long as it's Broken.
Cramrock has always been that guy at the tavern. He's always down to do some crazy weird shit for a couple copper pieces. I see he hasn't changed.
Free meat is free meat.
The guy who eats everything. The guy who eats everything.
Limey, you know the type.
Can I acknowledge how how weird our party looks, like from a height perspective?
Oh, yeah.
Because
I'm like 5 feet tall. I'm not that short. Like, what are you talking about, bud?
Limey's not that tall though. How tall is Limey?
2'11".
And you're how tall, Cramrock?
I'm 5. Bragg, you're about 4'11".
So you're pretty tall for a dwarf. You're both pretty tall for dwarves. I'm 8 feet tall. I'm like almost double his size. So like,
Sometimes that might come into play. You know, something might
hey
happen.
Limey, if you ever need to, Limey, you can travel on my shoulders because your stride's a lot smaller than mine. So if you want to ride around anytime, just let me know.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, so-
I'm pretty slow. My legs don't know how to be as long as yours, Bart. Slow down, Bart. My legs don't know how to be as long as yours. Yeah. I can only move 25 feet.
Well, I can do 30, so I mean, it's not like it's like that much of a difference.
I can move 5. I can move 25 feet. So are you saying something, Limey? Are you saying that I'm just slow for my size?
I mean,
You're kind of fat.
it's all the mead, right? You got one of those mead guts.
Don't like the Viking, man. What are you talking about? Fuck your shit up anyway.
Oh, no.
As you guys trash talk, we
What's a Viking?
we see Torek wandering away from you guys, looking for farmers' fields to try to raid.
Why am I going back? Do you want to ride? Do you want to come with me, Limey?
You take care of the rabbit, man.
Okay, no, go on.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'll go look for veggies.
Okay, so give me a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You walk for about 5 minutes, and then you see a small wooden fence in a clearing with a little thatched roof shack, kind of off at the edge of it, and you see a little smoke clouds kind of billowing out of the small chimney in there, and right on you're kind of still in bit of trees and forest, there's smaller trees around. Right at the edge of that, there is one of the farmers' fields of fresh turnips, it looks like.
Just turnips? Is there any other tubers or vegetables?
We don't know.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up to the thatched roof cottage and I'm gonna go knock on the door.
You're gonna walk. Okay, so yeah, you walk over there. There's a crude little wooden door that rattles when you knock on it, and a small old woman kind of scuttles to the door and opens it, and she's like, oh my goodness, oh please, and she's only kind of peeking through it, but she's frightened of you right away.
I know, and I say, hi Granny. I mean you no harm. Trust me. I know I look big and scary, but
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Please,
I mean you no harm. I come in peace. You know, I'm friendly. I don't mean you any harm. I'm a very nice dragonborn.
please, just take what you want. My husband's in the field. Just avoid him and take what you want. Leave, please.
Here's a question. Sorry to kill the mood for a second. Are we still in our prison uniforms?
Yeah.
It's just rags, man. It's not really a uniform.
Yeah, they're just kind of rags.
Yeah, it's just kind of like prison rags.
Okay, cool.
Dude, it's not like prison shit nowadays.
It's not like bright orange
That's dope.
jumpsuits. It's just
No, but
hobble. It's like brown.
Peasant.
Clearly you're of the lowest class though.
burlap sack.
Yeah, potato bags.
It's like burlap sack-esque.
So, like, okay, I go over to the old man in the field, and I make my presence known. I mean, I'm an 8-foot-tall dragonborn. There's no way I can make my presence known. I have my hands up, though.
He's got a pitchfork.
I have my hands up.
He points it towards you. He goes, "Take no step further there, dragonborn."
Yeah, with my hands up, I say, "Hey, whoa, I come in peace. I mean nobody any harm. I am just looking for a potential exchange of services that I can maybe help you with something if maybe I could get some of these vegetables off your hands."
I don't need no types of you shakedown artists coming over here. You go on and get, and he kind of like approaches you and kind of like nudges you with his pitchfork a little bit.
Shoos you.
Yeah, he's kind of like trying to shoo you away.
I'm like, okay, well, is there anything you need help with? You're like a kind of an older man, you know. Like I'm an 8-foot-tall dragonborn. I can reach the top shelf and get the cookie jar.
I'm still young enough to kick you up your little butt there, Pucker.
Well,
and he kind of like jabs you with the thing again.
Did you just call me a pecker?
I called you all kinds of things, you cub swallowing pecker dog.
Okay, that's dragon pecker to you, first off. What? Sorry?
He's just mumbling incoherently.
Okay, well,
He's
first
like 80.
first off, it's dragon pecker to you, and secondly, you sure there's nothing? Like, you don't need help tilling the farm, tilling nothing. You don't need any help for like the next little bit.
I've got enough beasts around here. And you see he's got like a couple of like oxen like nearby, with like a plow attached to them for like when he's got, or a plow nearby for when he's got a plow.
How disheveled do the oxen look?
The oxen look okay. They seem like you know, they're not like champion or anything, but they look like decent.
Okay. Well, there's nothing I can do to like get any potatoes or anything off your hands without using.
You can make an insight check on this guy to see like what his like intentions are.
Okay. Well, I rolled an 18. I rolled an 18 a while ago, so I'm gonna use that.
Perfect. Yeah, this guy seems a little racist against dragonborns.
Oh yeah. I can't imagine why. I'm only 8 feet tall and look like a dragon.
He's kind of bigoted.
I'm gonna proceed to like follow towards and figure out what's going on with the chicken.
Yeah, you're so you're gonna be walking though for a minute while Torek.
Yeah,
the
it's
rest of
okay.
the situation.
I'm
or
just
the next minute or two of it.
I'm just gonna kind of turn around. Like I'm gonna put my hands up and go, "Hey, sorry to bother you. I just was just a little hungry and wanted to do things the right and just way. So I'll turn around and pretend like I was never here." So I literally turn around and pretend like I was never there.
All right.
And go back.
So
Who's looking for me? Cramrock or Limey? Not Limey.
Yeah.
Cramrock is?
You're gonna run into Cramrock on the way.
Okay, so when I run into Cramrock, I tell him that there's a village X amount of whatever yards, kilometers, miles, whatever distance we're using in this. It's X amount of.
If we can only move like, you can move 30 feet, I can only move 25.
Yeah, that's in battle though. So I mean, like it's X amount of distance.
It has to do with like your walking speed too. But it's just for like every 30 feet you walk, he walks like 25.
Yeah.
It's for battle. It doesn't really matter for.
Well, it matters like because if you get like horses or camels and shit, like when you're pulling it, it has to do with how quickly you can traverse something.
But for this sake, you know, it's only.
No, for this sake, it doesn't really matter. And 5 feet is such like significant distance. He can just do like a quick little jaunt, like a quick run to catch up to you every like.
Couple steps, yeah.
Know,
like, hey!
A couple steps.
Or I could just run.
Well, I'm not gonna make you jog. That would kind of suck. Who are you, Forrest Gump?
You're not even like that much slow.
But yeah, so I let him know that there's a little a little farm hut down the way run by 2 decrepit old people, and I tried to be a nice guy, and if he would just try to get vegetables, I'm gonna look the other way as long as he comes back with some. I don't care how he does it.
Since I got the spear on my back, the sword and the sheath that I made out of the rabbit skin and the shield, I'm gonna go approach the guy and see if I can get the vegetables.
You're gonna go back and try to talk to the old guy?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not gonna go in the house, I'm gonna go approach the guy in the field first.
I'm gonna kind of hang back in case he needs help. I'm not gonna be visible, but I'm gonna be close in case he needs help. He shouldn't,
Okay. The old guy's kind of looking over. He sees you approaching and he goes, "No, who are you?"
How close are his oxen? How close are his oxen on the guy?
His oxen? They're about like, they're on the other side of the field. They're like 100 yards.
I want to approach the guy and ask him if he's willing to part with some root vegetables for fair trade, or...
What kind of trade are you offering?
services.
What kind of services could I need from a dwarf like you?
I start like reaching for the spear on my back because I'm getting fed up with this way of coming.
he firms up with his pitchfork. He's like, "Hey, what you doing there?"
I decided to change tactics, brace with the shield, and grab the sword.
It's like, I don't want to fight you, dwarf, but I won't have you coming around to rob me. I've been fighting off bandits here for over 65 years.
I'm taking 2 potatoes, 1 turnip, and I'll be back. And if I come back and you still, I'm gonna give you some time to think. I'll give you 2 potatoes and a turnip. I'll give you 5 minutes, and when I come back, you still don't wanna part with some, I'm gonna fight you for. Fight you for.
Well, I won't be shooken down, not lightly.
Take a couple steps away and start loosening up, getting ready to go fuck somebody up.
You see him yell, "Matilda! Matilda!" And his old wife comes out. She's like, "What?
Get the shotgun!
Yo, does she have ESP?
I know.
Go get young Henry and the boys!
There's shotguns.
There's a robbery down here, some kind of bandit setting up." And she goes, "Oh my!" And she sees you armed and ready to fight, loosening up for it. And she scuttles off and heads over to towards the neighbor's house, just kind of running away.
Can I saunter over on to the field just to like shake my head and facepalm and be like, ugh, what the fuck?
So you're coming out into view?
No, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay hidden back until he really needs help.
Okay, so yeah, you see the elderly woman scuttling off. She's like fairly spry and running like kind of.
You know what? I'm gonna go try to cut her off. Fuck that. I'm gonna go try to cut Matilda off.
All right. Yeah. So Matilda's, and again, here's where the speed comes. Matilda is going a whopping 15 feet. That's her speed. So she's shuffling her fast. This is her dash action too. She's running. So she's scuttling her old little caboose across the field.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Yeah. So as you're running towards her, give me a perception check real quick.
Fuck 2.
A 2. Okay. You're just like tunnel vision on her. You don't see anything. You're running towards her.
I wanted to do it stealthily, though. You know what I mean? I didn't.
You're moving. Okay, if you're moving stealthily, then she's gonna be moving like it's gonna take you way longer to catch her.
I'm doing like a
Because
pit
she's still
maneuver.
in the field.
I'm doing like a pit maneuver where like I'm gonna try and cut her off at the pass and like.
You're running parallel to her, stealthing parallel through the trees.
Just like Bigfoot does in every video on YouTube.
Okay, give me a stealth roll. Give me a stealth roll.
Dude, I wish I had an actual back now. Like, these
14.
guys right now playing in my room for that.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she hears like twigs and branches snapping behind her.
What's the do I get any modifier on that? Is there like
No, you're a huge dragon.
yeah, it's true. If anything I lose points. Fuck. Okay, I'll keep that 14.
That's what is stealth? Stealth is dexterity.
It is dex.
I have good dex.
Okay, what's your dex?
My dex is, I think, let me just load it. I'm pretty sure my dex is a +1.
Okay, 15.
Yeah,
15,
+1.
She's
Dude, how
still
is
gonna
mine
hear you.
+4? It's like +3 now. And yours is only +1.
He's strength based though.
Yeah.
You're dex based.
You made your character stuff go into dexterity, and you might even get some proficiency because you're a dwarf in dexterity.
Yeah, I get +2 on every attack with a weapon. In other words.
No, I just mean like you might get extra dexterity because of like your role specifically being a dwarf, but yeah. Proficiency bonus, yeah.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, we're gonna cut back to Limey, who is sitting by the fire, cooking this rabbit up. It's looking like really well done. It's been like 15 minutes. The boys have been gone for a while.
I hope the rabbit's not well done. It's gonna be all.
He's with Bragg. Dude, he's with Bragg. They're both.
Oh yeah, he is with Bragg. Bragg is chilling.
No, we're just shooting the shit, talking about the people in prison.
Can you guys be brimy?
Oh, fucking Blaine, am I right?
Can you guys be brimy again?
We totally left him behind. It was.
Do you think Cramrock and old Torek have been gone quite a while?
I want to do a giant warthog. That
Starting to get a little worried.
I think those two can probably handle themselves, but yeah, we can go check on them.
Alright, I'm gonna start eating this rabbit as we go. I mean, it's not gonna be as good for them when we get there, so I might as well keep it warm in my belly. And he kind of gives you the old shoulder nudge as you guys get up to go.
I grab the other half of the rabbit portion, and I nibble on it as
you walk.
go.
Okay, cut back to Torek chasing Matilda through the forest. Do you know your dex, by the way?
What, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 plus, or it's 12, so +1.
Okay, +1. Okay, yeah. So she hears like twigs snapping behind as you're like kind of approaching, but she can't see you yet.
What's that?
So
do our stats level up?
no, stat ups are like really rare. Like they don't happen a lot.
Happens at like what, 4?
Every 4 levels.
Yeah, 4, 8, 16, or 4, 8, 12.
Yeah. And you can choose to forego them to take a feat, which is like a special ability. But anyway, back to the commotion. You're chasing Matilda. She's running. She hears the snapping and she's like, oh! She's kind of hollering a bit.
Why does she sound like Minnie Mouse?
Cause she's a scared old woman. She's freaking out. So
I thought 12
cut back over to Cramrock, who is squaring up with this old man. This guy is old. I want to get that totally across.
Yeah.
He's got liver spots. He's he's wearing a big hat, but he doesn't have a lot of hair coming out from under it. He's in like just overalls.
They have overalls. Are you sure it's not a tunic?
No, man. He's got like some fashion like overalls. He's got like.
Do they have like hats in a specific color with like the initial of their first name in the middle of it embroidered?
Nah, man. He's just got like a regular old. So he's sitting there with his pitchfork ready.
I'm gonna do a giant wolf war cry over alert Bragg that I'm about to fuck somebody up.
All right. Yeah. Give me. Is that an ability, or are you just doing that?
Just shouting.
Okay.
I guess yeah. It's a
heroic.
heroic. No, it's like a heroic. No, give me a second. I gotta look at my thing.
And your charisma will like determine how loud and far away it's heard from.
+1. There's one.
Okay. So what are we working with here?
Alright, let me. Jeez. Okay. Everything is just. Let me have one second. I gotta calmly regroup in my head. Figure out what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. I'm getting that. That does good. Not too many things going on at once.
Bro, are you rolling?
Oh, you wanted me to roll?
Yeah, man. Yeah, roll.
I gotta.
And just mute yourself when you're dealing with others.
No, I got an 18.
18?
+1, so it's a 19.
19. Okay.
But I do have a spell that I can use as a level 1.
So no, you're that's pretty loud. So you yell. It's loud enough that we cut to Bragg and Limey, and Bragg, you hear a little like kind of echoing in the background, and Bragg's like, "Oh, did you hear that? Sounds like the old dwarven war cry." And he goes, "Oh!" Yells back super loud.
I like your wife.
It's not just a bark.
Yeah, I know, it's like a so you guys all hear that war cry, even like Matilda and the old man, and you see Matilda go, "Oh my god!" and she runs, and she's like, the old man yells even further. She probably can't hear him though, she's so far away, and he goes, "Oh, there's a whole band of them! Hurry up, Matilda!" So she's running, and we're gonna cut back to Torek, who's chasing her.
I wanna say,
Oh yeah, what are you saying?
don't worry, I'm here, but you can't see me, and I cast invisibility on myself.
Oh, okay. Bragg goes, "Oh, holy fuck, Limey! Fucking full of surprises, aren't ya?"
Are you gonna hop on his shoulders again so you can move faster?
Well, you're invisible.
No, he can only move 25 feet too. So.
Yeah.
I'm still here, bro. Like, let's just go.
He starts dashing. He's dashing, and he's taking the dash action. He's running.
Alright, I got this shit. I have to concentrate on it, but I got this shit for an hour, so let's go.
He's like, "Oh, let's get into her then." And Bragg goes running. You follow him. We cut back to Torek, who is chasing Matilda, who's running through the open field.
Dude, you can throw your rock.
You are now only like 25 feet away from her. Like, you can sprint out and try to cut her off.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm gonna do that.
Knock her the fuck out.
Okay, so as you do that, she shrieks, "Ah, the dragon!" Yells, and she trips and falls to the ground right in front of you as you like run out.
Well,
So
I mean,
she's on the ground in the dirt, cowering on her hands and knees, almost like in the fetal position, but still like holding herself up.
can I like pick her up and like dust her off? What I really want to do is take the fucking.
Give me a sleight of hand for that.
What I really want to do is take the rock and smash her skull in, but I'm gonna be the nice guy about it, and I'm going to I'm going to raise her up, and then I'm gonna fucking dust her off.
Okay,
You
yeah.
do like the Lion King thing for a minute, and then realize you fucked up, and then set her down.
So,
I went full Pavarotti.
She's really light.
I went full Pavarotti, and with a 19, I like do the whole like I raise you up, and then gently
you
put her
lift
back
her
down
right
and
up, okay, you
yeah.
right up off the ground. She screams, she's kicking. Her little like feeble old lady legs just kicking. Her they're like almost like slippers. Her like little
Galoshes.
Just her little galoshes go sliding off as she's screaming and crying, going, "I knew this is how I would die."
I put her back on the ground, dust her shoulders off, and pat her on the head.
She shivers at your touch. She is terrified.
I was like, look, I told you I didn't want to do any harm, and I'm not going to do any harm. I just wanted a couple potatoes and a turnip. You don't have to attack us. We're generally nice guys. Don't mind my friend. He's a few screws short of a full set.
She's paralyzed with fear.
Okay, so I pick her up like a pizza box, and I carry her back to the thatch roof cottage.
Okay.
But like I carry her under my arm like a surfboard, actually.
Okay.
Oh no. This has got to look bad from another perspective.
Oh, this is gonna look horrible.
Yeah, it's a good thing Jordan rolled a 2 when he wanted to see who was around. So yeah, as you're carrying her back, that's when Limey and Bragg show up. But we're gonna cut to Cramrock, who is still in a standoff with the farmer, who sees that his wife is now being carried off by this dragonborn. He goes, "Matilda! What are you monsters trying to do to her?" and he's sobbing, but he's trying to like hold back the tears. Trying to, like,
This guy's
stay
human.
strong.
I'm assuming. This guy's human. I'm assuming.
Yeah, this guy's human. This guy's totally human.
I'm just envisioning this. You have like this caveman looking dude in rags with this spear made of like God knows what. Like in a standoff with a farmer while this dragon carries his wife.
I have a sword in his shield.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a sword in his shield.
Oh, I thought you had your spear out like a Neanderthal.
So,
You're on my back. I'm still
yeah.
I'm still
Okay, so-
so.
regardless, guys, you do not need an investigation check to know that this looks pretty bad from like an outsider's perspective looking in. This doesn't look.
I'm gonna
great.
tell him. I'm gonna look over and see Torek and his wife. I'm gonna tell him 4 potatoes, 2 turnips now, while Mom kill the bitch.
You'll kill my wife! Oh, God! Oh, Lord! Okay, fine, take them. Nothing's worth this. Nothing's worth the life of my wife. You go on and take them.
I take.
Was it ended by the knife?
Potatoes.
I was just about to say that.
The wife.
The life of the wife was ended by the knife.
What flows from the nose must not go on the clothes.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to put reference.
Okay. So Cramrock is these vegetables. And
I go
legumes,
grab 2
tutors.
potatoes and 1 turnip. Like I originally wanted.
Okay.
Out of my
Okay.
shoulder and tell him she's okay, and I walk away.
Yeah, he's given up his fighting and he's just singing you guys because he just loves his wife so much and he's terrified what this dragonborn might do to her.
I yell at Torque to put her down, you filthy animal.
I'm shocked by this.
As you get her back to the thatch roof thing, you hear Cramrock
Well,
yelling at
baby,
you.
the potatoes with the turnip.
Limey, you're there too. You also see all, so no one else sees you.
Is he just shaking his head in like disagreement? Because I would be.
Brag's
yeah.
there. Brag's there, and he's going, "What the hell is going on here?
What are they doing?
It looks like they're robbing these poor farmers at sword points.
Elder abuse?
Oh, they look like practical forces. They look like archaeologues dug them up deep in the ruins. Oh, goodness.
I mean, yeah, like, you want to just, I go over to the field and I just grab a couple potatoes, and invisibly. And
put down his wife and like I'm running back.
Is there any like celery? Grab some celery. Maybe some carrots.
Are you still holding the
I
wife?
advise you not to grab any celery.
Yeah, of course I'm still holding the wife. I'm holding her like a...
Dude, I just yelled at you to put her down.
But I want carrots and celery.
She's shaking. She's trembling with fear in your arms. You can feel her. She's almost like vibrating. Her brittle old bones shaking. with terror.
Celery
Oh God.
is not advised.
This is some ill-advised.
That's some ill-advised celery. Okay, so
Totally the couple.
I realize she's trembling and frozen with fear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the door and like duck under to like fit in the house so I don't break anything. I'm gonna try my hardest to like not break anything, but I'm gonna end up breaking everything.
Okay, yeah, you go into. You do see there's like little beds and stuff sat out.
And I put her
a
in.
little stove.
I put her in the bed that looks like hers, even if it's not hers. I put her there. I tuck her in, and then I probably end up destroying everything in the house.
You see the farmer as you're like leaving the little hut. The farmer is just there like holding. He's been like watching you through their little window, and he's just holding his pitchfork ready as you exit.
I look at him and say, "Can I get some celery and some carrots?"
And he goes, "You people, you think you can just take whatever you want?"
mean, you people?
Yeah, I was just about to say, what do you mean, you people there, Mr. Short Thing?
Types of yous, you inhumans. I knew the church was right about you from the get-go.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my rock.
Never trusted you.
I'm gonna take my rock, and with a 17 plus 4, I'm gonna smash his fucking head in.
Okay. Yeah. So you do that. He has like no AC. Roll for damage.
What damage? What dice would I roll?
Well, I guess it's yeah, I'm gonna give you a D6 on this one because you're technically armed. It's not unarmed.
That's
hitting
true.
With a rock.
I got a 5.
Okay. Yeah. He dies. He dies instantly.
Cool.
You shatter his skull with the rock you picked up. His eyeball explodes from the pressure. His other one pops out of the socket. His teeth the few teeth he had go flying out of his mouth as his entire skull caves in, and it crushes his brain, and he lays there. There's still like a few synapses form as his leg like twitches a little bit on the ground for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then stops forever.
I want to run up, grab the eyeball, lick it, and then shove it in the wife's mouth.
I just want... I'm gonna collect a couple teeth and be on my way.
Oh my god. Yeah, Mike, roll sleight of hand for that.
I got a 20. I got a nat 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Not funny on eyeball licking.
Yeah, you run up.
I'm holding it from like this dangly part, like the...
You grab it, you rip like the cornea off. It's like fucking mozzarella cheese as it just like slowly tears. And
I want the full like the pink connected like.
Okay,
Eyeball squish like grapes.
You lick it?
Hold it.
You lick it?
Dangle it in front of her face, lick the eyeball, shove it in her mouth, and hold her.
Oh my god. So yeah. This old woman who is not passed out, she's paralyzed in fear, sees this happen. You do that, and she doesn't move, she doesn't resist. She is weak and frail and powerless in this moment.
I'm gonna take my shield and bash her throat once, and then I'm gonna go take the bison.
Oh my god. Okay, roll for that.
I got a 14.
Okay, yeah, you bash her skull. Roll a d4 because you're hitting her like not a traditional melee weapon.
I got a 3.
Okay, yeah, you collapse her windpipe.
3 plus 6. I got 6 damage.
Okay, yeah, you collapse her windpipe 100%, and you watch as like
This got dark quick.
Face, and she slowly gasps, choking to death on her own husband's eyeball.
I'm laughing menacingly like I would in the game. Or like trying wrong.
Okay, man. Okay. By the way, Limey and Greg, you guys.
I'm not there. I'm not in the cabin yet. I just wanna.
No, you're just still on the road. I was gonna say you watched them like you watched Torek kill the old guy outside, but you didn't see all that extra shit that Bragg just did, or that Grimrock just did.
Okay, so I want to roll a perception check to look around for people that might be approaching, or just people that are around. Can I do that?
Yeah, roll that.
Goddamn, nat 20. So
Woo!
20.
Oh, nat 20.
22.
Okay.
Sorry, 21.
You see on the other end of the field that there is a cart that was going around doing harvest that's still half full, that was halfway done from like a neighbor's field. And you see 2 men running away in the distance towards a larger farm, like a much larger, more established type of farm.
I wanna.
No, you don't see this.
Yeah, you don't know about
I'm in
this.
their house. I'm in their
No,
house.
no, you don't. You're like this is a separate farm. So yeah,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna. Oh, well, hold on.
Yeah, wait. What's Limey doing first? Keep
Uh,
it straight.
Bragg, we need to tell them that we're about to have company. We need to get out of here.
Alright, I'll fucking say, if we weren't all this in the lamb now, we'd be all right. We're double fucked now. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Lane, we're not doing well.
Fucking head in like an animal.
We're
I
not
thought
doing
Kremlin
well
was
hiding.
going in to check on the woman to see if she was okay.
Yeah,
Fucking Dragonborn scum.
she's probably fine, but
She's probably
we
fine.
need to get out of here. We need to get out of here.
Oh, alright, I don't trust that Dragonborn. Kremrock had it all under control. That Dragonborn, he's a maniac.
Yeah, but until we're out of this mess that I mean he seems to be creating for us, we need to stick together.
I don't like it anymore. But I see your way. Alright, let's go get back into the woods. I'm tired of being exposed out here. And he kind of like shovels back in because he's not invisible. He runs back in to hide. And he starts heading back to the campsite.
I run over to the cabin.
Okay.
I want a perception check and search the cabin for any weapons or sharp objects like that.
Yeah, roll.
There's like that
while
pitchfork.
Lime runs over.
I got a 19.
You're rolling
Yeah,
very well.
you see, some small, like, little cooking instruments, a little hand quilted, tapestry hanging up that says, love is everything.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
and what looks like small children's handprints on it, as if like they had like fingerprinted like children or grandchildren or something.
How many different handprints are there?
Oh, at least 11.
You're such a dick, Travis.
Yeah. You notice I said 11 because give me an investigation check.
Who, me?
Either of you. You're both
I got a
there.
16.
Okay, yeah, you notice that, like, all the handprints are kind of in, like, next to each other and stuff, and, one hand is just one hand, and, like, a little nub that you can tell would be from a child who lost his hand, probably some sort of accident.
Is there like a height scale on the wall somewhere? Like, are there like 30 years where they measure their kids' height?
No, there isn't that, but,
How well redneck white people do it?
you can tell I will say there is, like, former, like, little hammocks and stuff kind of put away for, like, that would have been, like, the children's beds. And you also see, outside where, Torek smashed in the other guy's head, that, his pitchfork is still laying there.
I'm gonna pick up the pitchfork and tell Torek I'm going to grab those logs and the old guy's cart, and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
As I see him come out of the house, I say, "Holy shit! I think we're about to have company. Those guys over there," and I point towards the cart. There are people over there. They saw us and they ran off. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh wait, I'm invisible. You can't see me.
Yeah. So you hear a voice.
Oh, you're used to that anyway in your head with Limey speaking to you. So.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Hey, it's Limey. I'm right in front of you. I'm invisible. I was expecting more.
Tell him don't look inside, and we gotta go.
Limey, as you approach,
don't look inside.
Are you gonna look inside? Okay.
Yeah, I walk
give me a perception check, would you? Or an investigation check if you're gonna close it.
That's investigation. 13.
What was that again?
I rolled a 13.
Oh, okay. Alright. From first glance, you see, obviously the guy you watched in murder with the rock inside. And, inside,
I already saw that.
He's missing both his eyes. One is, like, exploded and the other one's just gone. And inside, you see, there's no, like, other eyeball laying out. There's jelly from, like, the one exploding, but, like, nothing for the other one. And, you see inside that the old woman is dead from, like, a clear, collapse of her throat and her airways, from what looks like a large blunt instrument to the neck.
A fear look encased on her face.
Bark still on the hut?
Torque's outside, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm headed back to the rabbit.
Okay, you follow Bragg, who's a bit ahead of you, back to the rabbit.
Okay. I wanna leave the hut, I guess. Looking kind of a little bit disgusted and disappointed.
All right, yeah, you leave. You leave the hut. You're now outside with Cramrock. You can hear like distant shouting, like a slight echo of yelling.
Okay. I want to kind of wait on the path, looking towards the neighboring farm.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check. The neighboring.
9. I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay. Yeah, you just like kind of hear some like instinct shouting, and you can't really see any. You see like kind of movement there, but you can't really make out any of what's going on. It's real. Like you're straining your eyes to see it.
All right. I guess I'm gonna make my way back to the group and then keep an eye on the trail behind me.
Making my way to the group. Walking
Cramrock,
fast.
are you also going with them back to Bragg and Torek?
Can't see me. I'm by myself.
Oh yeah. Are you following?
Well, I booked it for like the cart. I wanted to steal the cart.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he went to the cart? Oh, sorry, you went to the cart?
Yeah, he's stealing the oxen. He's stealing. Oh, the far one?
No, the
With all the
farmer
food?
got a cart with his oxen.
No, there's a cart that like 2 farmers probably using on the other field that has like it's half full of food and like the harvest, and then there's a plow and a couple of just oxen.
I'm gonna grab both oxen and hop on one and just book it. We're dragging the other one.
Okay. Give me an animal handling. So that would be your wisdom.
Oxen are meant to be ridden.
Plus, I got
What's
I can
that?
hook a plow up to this shit. I'm a fucking dwarf. I can ride. Come on. Okay. I got a 20 plus the 1 plus.
A 21 on riding the oxen. Okay. You managed to like scamper up to the oxen and get on top of it. It's like bowing down to let you get on. And yeah, you take the reins of one and grab the other one, and it like the one just kind of follows the other. They're like clearly some pretty tight oxen.
Alright, so I didn't have to yell.
That's called herd mentality, Travis.
Hey man, they got it in spades. So they follow each other, walk on up the path. You're going at like pretty.
Can I say that instead of?
I want to slap it on the. I want to slap the one on my dad.
It bucks a bit and continues going the same speed. It's an oxen. It's going like as fast as it can. It's not like built for speed necessarily.
It's built for efficiency.
Yeah.
I just need to get to the tree line so I'm using the attack of the people.
Yeah, you're making it like you're not super.
You're using a domesticated animal to attack other people.
Awesome.
I have no command. I can tell it to attack.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, no, you can. Whether or not that is.
I forgot this was D&D and magic was a thing.
Yeah, no, that is. Yeah, so you're gonna like get to the tree line. It takes about 5 minutes with the oxen. It's not like super long, but in that 5 minutes, Limey, Torek, and Bragg are all like kind of near the former campsite. Like they're approaching it, and you see Bragg. Bragg didn't even go all the way back. He's just like kind of part of the way there, just like pacing back and forth, just like nervous. And Torek comes up on them first. What the fuck are they gonna do? Oh, fuck, here comes this fucking guy. Oh, my fucking god.
I'm still invisible.
Hey!
Hey guys, I'm here, but I'm.
No, yeah, you are invisible. So he's just gonna see Torek anyway. Oh, hey, Torek, how you doing there, fucking mate? And he kind of like, he's shifting his gaze and looking down and shit.
I've been better.
Yeah, he's rubbing the... I bet you have.
So you guys decided to.
Here's the rest of the rabbit. And he hands you like a very like nibbled on and eaten, like mostly eaten rabbit.
Half of a rabbit.
Half of a rabbit, because Limey has the other half.
Yeah.
I'm too upset to do anything about it.
Wait, actually, I want to know, is the rabbit visible or is the rabbit invisible?
If he was holding it at the time he cast it, it would be.
I was gonna say, if I see a half-eaten rabbit sitting there,
Yeah, are you're posted up by the entrance first, or are you going back to find them?
no, I'm going back to get them. Like, I'm on these oxen, like, thinking,
Oh, okay.
we're getting the fuck out of here.
So you're taking the oxen down this like little path and shit, and they're not like really ripping. Like everyone is walking faster than like the oxen can move down this little trail.
Yeah, but I'm just literally thinking of them as a means to do anything.
So you guys, you're walking the oxen, and then we go back to Torok and Bragg. So no, Bragg, yeah, Limey's approaching, but you're invisible. So you have to like make yourself known to these two.
Alright, I do that. I say, hey guys, it's Limey. I'm
Oh,
invisible.
fuck, it's
though.
you, Limey.
You really, guys, did they put up much of a fight?
And you see Bragg rub his fucking forehead. He's still pacing back and forth.
Yeah, we're gonna have some company, I'm assuming, before too long.
Fucking company? The fuck does that mean?
Well, there was an alarm. Yeah, I saw people run into a bigger farm to go get some reinforcements, I'm assuming, and yeah. So we need to get the fuck out of here. Where the hell is Cramrock?
I'm gonna be shouting, did you... Or
He's probably...
That, I want to be shouting, did you see me make that fish fall or eyeball?
He can hear just like faint shouting. He's like, I hear him shouting some nonsense. He's back there. He was probably tending to the wounded. Poor golden-hearted Cramrock, dealing with what some people have done. And he looks at you, Torek, as he says that.
I'll do it to you too, Peckerhead.
Oh,
Do I know it was
I
Cramrock
think
that,
that's where you can like, tell him what I did.
do I know it was Cramrock that killed her?
what?
Cramrock killed her, right?
You just all you can tell is that like there was a big bruise, but you saw like
His eyeball there.
carrying her, and she wasn't moving when he was carrying her, so you don't know exactly who killed him, and you know that the eyeball thing at all, because that all happened in the hut.
Alright.
So yeah,
So is the fire still burning?
you and Torek and Bragg, or Bragg and Limey only think that Torek did anything bad here.
Okay,
So-
am I approaching the campsite now, or am I...
Yeah, you're rolling up with your.
I
And,
want to hop off the oxen and ask Bert to make that bitch more.
You did what? You did what, Cramrock?
Her husband's eyeball licked it, shoved it in her mouth, and crushed her windpipe. My shield.
Why would
You
you
see
admit
it?
to that?
A look of pure shock come across Cramrock's face, or Bragg's face, as he hears what his close friend Cramrock, who had just broken him out of prison, had done to this poor woman. And
Right? I licked it, and another guy's eyeball was on my knife. Hey, come on.
he thinks about like your past indiscretions and how he had rolled them off because they were always to like villains and people attacking you, but this seemed to be a kindly old lady. And and he's extra disturbed by it, but he just stands there and contemplates the entirety of his friendship with you. Give me an insight check real quick.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd I do?
So,
I got 19.
19. Okay. You can tell that Bragg is a broken man right now. He doesn't know what to believe in. His faith in the bro code is shattered, and he wonders if the bro code is just a way for douchey bros to enable other douchey bros to do awful shit to women and other innocents by claiming that, only the bros matter. Bros before hoes. Maybe this demeaning lifestyle played into your violent outbursts and your misogyny and the violent acts that you did to a woman who was weak and defenseless for a few oxen and some vegetables. And he's shaken to his absolute core. So he says nothing. He's lost any sort of color in his face.
And ask him if he could rip off one of these horns.
Yeah, Bragg is colorless. You're asking Torek if he can
tear the horns off one of the oxen.
Rip the horn, the living oxen.
Yeah, I'm willing to kill it, because we're gonna have to probably kill it to get out.
Let's not kill our two big bulls.
Guys, we need to get out of here right now.
We gotta leave, man. If there's people coming to kill us, we gotta go.
Let's go. These oxen are slowing us down. I don't really know why you brought them.
Let's just leave them here and confuse the hell out of everybody.
I brought them for a meat shield.
Oh, okay. Oh, hopefully they work. They move very quick.
The oxen move 20 feet. That's their movement.
Move further up. But I could make them follow behind this as a meat shield.
Alright.
Okay, so there is another path, the path that you guys were on before you pulled it off, and then went off to the side investigating. So there is another path that you guys can take.
I say we book it down the path and bring it and have the oxen go behind it. The oxen trail off in the other direction. I'm gonna smash their ass and make them run in the opposite direction.
You wanna? They're confused. They don't really know what to do. They're just kind of standing there, just like stomping and kind of.
I want to drag them to the fork in the path and command them to run it off.
You're gonna use command? Okay. Yeah. So that would be a flee in the direction. Yeah. They take off going. You only really need to use it on one because the other one follows it. And yeah, they start like making their way the opposite way from you guys.
They don't make their way downtown?
No. Because they're walking slow.
Oh, their pace is fast, though.
Yeah. Yeah, faces pass, they get smashed, and mutilated beyond belief. So, as you guys are walking,
Is Bragg with us?
Bragg is kind of like trailing behind a bit. He's, tell me the order you guys are walking in, actually.
I'm in the back.
You're in the back?
You're in the back?
I'm in the back, just like skulking.
I'm looking down the thing.
Egg's in the back. How are you in the back?
Bragg is also in the back, but he's like off to the side, like kind of at a distance. He's like walking, almost
nearer away from me.
So yeah, he's keeping a lot of some distance from Torek. And Cramrock. He's Torek, Cramrock. He's Limey's still invisible, so he doesn't even.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna walk up beside him and say, "Hey, Bragg, it's Slimy," and then just try to hop up on his shoulders. And cheer him.
He lets out a small like that, but it quickly dies, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Limey. I just can't get in the mood of the the two men in the trench coat bit right now. Not with what I've seen. Part of me thinks we should have just stayed in the prison. Maybe it's where we're meant to be.
I want to
He kind of looks off.
See if I can find a group of brush to hide in.
You're looking for something like a bush or something to hide in?
Like a big group of like bush or shrubs that we can all hide in because if this group is coming after us, it'd be better to ambush them than.
You guys, as you're walking, are kind of like the thin forest that was like bordering the farms, and you see up in the distance that like the trees get even sparser.
Yeah, because there's probably a town up there.
Yeah. Give me. I'm not even.
Close we are to the town.
Yeah. Do a perception to see how far away you are.
I got a 9.
A 9. There's definitely a town up there. You can totally tell there's, and you might even see a building or two up in the distance.
I'm yelling at. I want to yell at the group. We gotta get to town and hide like a dragon, like with the dragon bomb. We stick out like a sore thumb.
In town, he'll stick out. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's go.
I want to find an inn or like some building to hide in. Like we got a fucking 8-foot tall beast, like giant. Out with normal people, and we just kill people. So, well,
That's where
I don't know. I killed somebody.
I do a perception check to see if we're being followed. Left.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
16.
You see a shadowy figure behind you.